Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Nurus Shobah. And in this good occasion, I would like to talk about the development of Madurese language. So here, actually, I'm from Madura, and as a person who live and use Madurese language since I was a children, so I view this language as a unique language. So, Madurese language is a local language that used by Madurese people in Madura Island. And historically, the spelling of Madurese language was very dynamic. It had several changes and refinements, and it was harmonized with the spelling of the Republic. And finally, in 1973, Madurese spelling was perfected in Pamekasan, and it is used until now. And Madurese language is spread on Madura Island, which are Bangkalan, Sampang, Pamekasan, and Sumenep. And each district has its own dialect as a characteristic, and certainly it's different one another. And Madurese language not only spread in Madura, but it is also spread in most of the Java Island, even to Indonesia. It is because of the large number of Madurese people who migrate and spread outside the city, outside the island, and even go to the abroad. I think this is a good thing to brand regional language in Indonesia. And according to Koran Sindo, Madurese is the third as the biggest language spoken in Indonesia. And I think it is a very good development to keep and maintain the regional language. And Madurese language has 3 levels. The first is Engkipunten, that's a softest language used in Madura, and it's usually used when we are talking to older people, such as our parents and our teachers. And the second is Engkipunten, is the intermediate language in Madura. This language is still polite, but the level is lower than the first one, and it can be used to older siblings to show our politeness. And the third is Jaiya, is the lowest language. It can be used when we are talking to our friends. And as a regional language, Madurese language has a potential to add the richness of regional language in Indonesia. It's also one of the languages that unite the nation. And as I mentioned earlier, that Madurese is one of the largest languages spoken in Indonesia. So I think that's the strength of Madurese language. And for the weakness of this language is it is difficult to speak for some people outside Madura. It is because many terms they are almost the same, both of written and spoken, but it has very different meanings. So the people outside Madura has difficult for it, and I think that's the weakness. So with my exposure so far, I hope Madurese language will grow and known as a language of unity that unites nations, especially with the development of technology. Let's take example TikTok. In TikTok, there are so many content creators from Madura who introduce our local language, who introduce our Madurese language in their videos. So I hope with that it can maintain, preserve, and develop Madurese language even wider. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.